I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Kajin Cosplay, and today we are back again with you guys with DOC Episode 5, Season 1.
The Outsider.
Yep.
So you might have guessed from the different background that we moved, guys.
Yep.
That's the reason why we did not post anything new, or that's why we had such a long break with most of our shows. But if you don't watch the other shows, you didn't know that we moved. So there you go. It's been a long time since we watched episode 4, but we remember what happened, and we are so ready to see what happens next because the tension is high.
Yeah.
Marissa, what?
What happened again, right?
Yeah, Marissa's dad basically had one of his friends / customers come at him, learn that he lost all his money, and then throw some punches during the debutante ball. Wrong place, but it had to happen. So it's out now that he's a crook, it's out now that he lost money. There's a lot of stuff that's out, but she doesn't have much answers. She's not dealing well with what's happening. She was ready to basically have something with Ryan. Her boyfriend left. He literally said, "I'm done with this shit," and he went. But after what happened with his dad, he came back and was like, "Maybe we can talk." So
yeah, but she said, "No, I need to be alone."
oh, Jesus Christ.
And let's not forget that Seth stand his own against Summer.
Yeah, he basically learned a few things from the girl he was with at the debutante ball. So confidence is a thing, and you need it. So, I mean, we need to deal with what's going on with Marissa's dad, and we need to see where she's gonna go next, you know, considering that she's not with her boyfriend anymore, but then she's not with Ryan either, so...
What does she want?
Maybe because of everything that's going on with her dad, she's gonna, you know, decide to go with the safe route, you know, the Luke boyfriend and someone she knows and someone that her parents will approve of, you know, not to do any more drama. I would have seen this before in a teen drama show, so I don't know. Yeah. In any case, we will figure it out in this episode, hopefully, so let's just go.
All of that so that Ryan can learn that you do not go away from Seth.
Yeah, no, you
Keep
don't.
together.
You don't have a right to a life. No, you gotta stick with him. But honestly, he just wanted a job. Like, it's not his fault the guy's messed up. Carrying a gun. Not that he would have ever, you know, went to this type of party if it wasn't for Seth, you know, opening the door. But at the same time, it's not anyone else's fault that he shot. Like, he had issues, anger issues with these people. Weirdly enough, like, Ryan is trying to fit in a world he doesn't understand, but he could definitely have turned out like this guy. But he's got Seth by his side, he's got Marissa, like, hopefully...
I want to say too that, unfortunately, the issues that Donnie had against the Newport Beach kids, unfortunately, they're not so...
Oh, they're founded.
They are founded, because if you think about it, those kids look down upon people who are not as rich as them, who don't have designer clothes.
Like Summer has been doing stuff like that ever since episode 1. Like, she learns that, like, she hits on Ryan, and then she learns that he's from Chino, and she automatically starts, you know, being disgusted.
Get away from me!
These people know, like, kind of, you know, we were mentioning that Seth has his, you know, not his backstory, but he's got his background, he's got his family. Even though he's not part of this crowd, he is a part of this crowd, you know?
Grew up in this type of neighborhood.
So just showing up at a party of people who don't understand his lifestyle and he doesn't understand their lifestyle, it's not going to be easy. So he's really lucky to have Ryan, who basically knows their lifestyle, but is also trying to learn how to live in the other lifestyle. So he understands both, and he's at ease with the first one, and he's got people to make him at ease in the second one. So at least he's around, but then you should never, you know, I'm not saying you should never meddle, but you need to be careful when you do, because not everyone is okay with the rich crowd trying to, you know, meddle with the poorer crowd, or someone pretending to be friends with someone else when they get to go back to a rich house later on, you know? there's a lot of anger, and I understand it, especially if they live in that society and they work for that society. How many times have we, hated on the customers that we work for when we're in customer service, especially if you work in a very rich place. I've worked in a hotel where many customers I had, come in, and I had to work for. They have the means to stay in really expensive rooms for like months at a time, and I'm like, I'm not part of that crowd at all. And the resentment is there, especially if your customers are acting like pigs and they don't give a shit about you and they look down on you. So yes, the anger is understandable and it's totally there, but it doesn't excuse showing up, wanting to mess up with them, and showing up with a gun and threatening them with a gun and shooting anyone. So yeah, the fault is totally on that kid. But
I don't know why, but speaking about customer service, Ryan does not have a customer service attitude when he's working.
He's too broody. At least he's not insulting anyone. Like, he's still being kind and stuff.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to go then, hey guys, this is your meal, have a nice day. So, no, that's not.
But I mean,
that's not him. But still.
But then compare him to his, well, I'm guessing ex-boss, because I don't know if he's gonna still work there. But that guy, like, goes around and meets people with a smile and stuff. That makes him a hypocrite if you think about it, because he's looking at them with a smile and all he wants to do is beat on them and shoot them and just hate on them.
I wouldn't say that he wants to shoot them. I think that he went with a gun because he wanted to look tough.
Well, yeah, I know.
Because if you saw his face, he didn't want to shoot someone. He just wanted to look threatening.
He wanted to make them fear him. He wanted to be in power for once. But at the same time, that is customer service. Like, you're not actually friends with any of the customers. You just have to pretend.
Yeah.
But not saying that. Like, I think it's a good idea that Ryan looks for a job. I'm the same type of person who, if I was living with someone's family and they're not my family, like, it's a process. He's gonna have to learn to see them as his family, because right now he still sees them as a unit and he's just tagging along. Accepting money from strangers is something I really have problems with. So I totally understand.
Me too. If I needed to borrow money from someone, mainly my parents or my sister sometimes, I'm so gonna do my best to give them back what I own as soon as possible, because I despise the fact that I owe people money or that I'm in debt to someone.
And it's the fact too that he comes from a poorer family, and the understanding that money is just, in his life, money has never come easy. His mother didn't have any money, so he did not expect anything to be given to him. And I think it's the type of mind, lifestyle that, when someone gives you something, it means a lot more than Seth's money. Seth, he expects to have money because his mom has a lot, and he's her kid, so she gives him an allowance or something, like she gives him a credit card, and it's okay. But
I think there's also the fact that maybe for Ryan, if people gave you stuff, maybe you think that they expect you to give something back in return.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Nothing else for free.
His lifestyle taught him that, when someone gives you something, it's at an incredibly high cost, because money is not something that they have. So if someone buys you something, you're very grateful and you understand the cost behind the gift. You understand what it means, and you understand how huge of a thing this is. So to have Seth, be like, well, I mean, you're part of the family. Like, if you want money, we can pay for you. He's like not at ease with this, and I totally understand, which is why finding a job, if you want to,
I was thinking about it. It's just, for example, if I do something for you, I expect you to do something back for me, more type of thing.
Well, understand it the way you want it. I'll understand
it
the way I want.
I think maybe both of our thoughts are kind of right.
They're not that different, so it's not a problem. In any case, I get it, and I'm totally fine with him finding a job. Be sufficient, be independent in his own way. If that makes him at ease, and more at peace with the fact that he's living with Seth's family, which hopefully one day you will come to see as his own.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You know what, guys? We used to work at our dad's business since we were like 8 or 9, like since we were very young. And
That's something you should really say because it's not
no,
allowed.
but we helped out, okay? So we technically learned a long time ago the importance of money and be responsible and well, kind of be responsible with it if we think about it. And
Well, if we compare ourselves with one of our friends who got to have pay actual money just because they could, like our friends would get money from their parents, and it's something like what do you call it? Actually, I don't remember the name. Anyway,
pocket money.
Well, yeah, pocket money. There you go. And we never had that, so we had friends who got that. And they never had to do anything to get it. Just their parents would give them a certain amount of money, which is a thing. And I'm not saying it's bad because it basically teaches you how to handle your money.
Well,
but for us, we never got to have that. So friends of ours would basically clean their room and get money to spend. And we would have to do a whole bunch of stuff. And we would never get paid for anything.
But when you work for your money, you can understand that nothing is cheap in life. You need to work for it, you need to pay for it. So when I'm thinking about Marissa's mom and her family, like, oh my gosh, my part of the bargain was in the room, in the bedroom and in the kitchen. His part of the deal was to bring in the money. I respect my part of the deal, he didn't.
Well, their family works like that. She doesn't work. He works the job that got them the house and stuff. She's part. Weirdly enough, like if we had seen their lives when they were teenagers and stuff, she's the Ryan of the show, you know? She's the poor person who doesn't understand their lifestyle, and she dreamt of that lifestyle, and she got it through her husband. Which, by the way, she mentioned a lot of stuff in this episode that makes me wonder if he was perhaps dating Kirsten?
Well,
Kirsten.
They went together
Anyway.
to prom, so maybe, yeah.
But that's the thing. He could have been dating her, but then maybe he cheated, or they were on a break or something, and then he slept with Julie, and she got pregnant, and that's why he married her, but he really wanted to be with Kristen, which would explain why there are so many issues about him still having feelings for her, because it's not like he chose his wife. It's like he was forced to choose his wife. So I get why there are so many problems, if that's what happened. But those are the hints that I got from what she said this episode. It's not fair to blame Kristen for what he's feeling and doing because of those feelings. She's just trying to help. It's true. I see her, being surrounded by people that are so hypocrite that they don't give a shit about their own problems. But then when someone like a friend is going through some stuff like that, they are so quick to bash her and then bash her husband when she's around and makes herself out to be the victim, which it's true, she is. Yes, we know that she never really paid attention to him. She never listened when he wanted to talk to her, and she's been expecting of him a lot. Like, she wants the huge life that he couldn't afford to give her. So she kind of created the problem, but he's the one that made his decisions, and he's the one that basically decided to do this scheme.
Do you think that maybe the reason why he didn't say no is because he might feel guilty that he married her because he knocked her up?
Well, I would assume that it's just pride. You basically got her a life that you can no longer pay for, and his pride is stopping him from telling the truth and basically not paying for this shit anymore.
No, but I mean, like, since we kind of know that he has feeling for Kristen, and he...
That you think he gets her all the stuff she wants because he feels guilty that he still has feelings for someone else.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be it. Like,
because it seems like since that wasn't the life, like, they don't have the relationship that maybe he think that Julie deserve, because he's in love with, he still got feeling for Kristen,
but at the same
despite of his love for his wife.
It's not like she loves him either. Like, I think that she's in this relationship for the perks, like I don't think, if she ever had feelings for him, I think it was like, maybe her feelings for him were just, in truth, are feelings for the lifestyle, and she's just lying to herself, thinking that she loves her husband, or thinking that she loved her husband when she got with him the first time, but truly what she's in love with is the lifestyle and what he brought to her, which could be a thing. It's not like she understands it this way, like, she's so at ease and she's so, she loves the life that she's got, and now she's, you know, in danger of losing it all, which actually makes me interested in seeing what she's gonna do. But
yeah,
I can understand that also. Like, we were talking about lifestyles and how Ryan handles it. Like, it's the same with her. If she came from a poor place, a poor lifestyle, then she had nothing, and she felt like she was nothing because she put so much value on objects and material things. It's almost like you're an addict, you know, you don't get anything, and then once you get a lot of it, you don't want to lose it. So it's the same thing. Like, she doesn't want to lose it because she's addicted to that lifestyle. She's so afraid, kind of like, I'm going to make an example with anorexia or something, or food, if you think about it. But, you know, when you are overweight and you suddenly lose all the weight, you get so afraid to go back to being overweight that you start, you know, imagining and doing things that will, you know, make sure you don't go to that weight again. You know, it's kind of the same type of reaction. She was in that place before, and now she got a chance at a life that she likes, but then she's so afraid of going back that she kind of overdoes things. She wants more. She wants something that proves that she's rich. She wants all the things that assures her that she will not go back to being nothing.
But the thing is, now she's not alone. She got two daughters. She needs to think about them and think what's going to be best for them. Keeping their house, or having a life with their father.
Yeah, but she definitely thinks of her daughters. But the thing is, if she's convinced that material things make you happy, she could also project that to her daughters. She could think that the best for all of them is to keep the house and, you know, let the husband go to jail. It depends. It will all depend on how she understands happiness and what she knows would be best for her daughters. If she is too stuck in her mindset that material things make you happy, then she will choose the prison thing.
You know what? I think the worst thing is that from what we saw right now, it's like she doesn't really pay attention to what her daughters are going through right now. So she might go with the first option and said, oh, they're gonna be fine because they're gonna see their dad in like 8 or 10 years.
But then it depends.
They're gonna keep their house.
She got talked by Kristen about what she has and what matters and stuff. I mean, the other girls decided to, you know, listen to what she said, and they made changes. So why can't she?
Well, she was kind of a bit strict when she told those things. So
yeah, I mean, she was speaking the truth. So maybe she'll you know, learn from that and do the right thing.
Yeah. So I think that's it for tonight, guys.
There's a lot more stuff to talk about, but I mean, yeah, the conversation is being long here.
So if you want to watch the next episode, is already up on our Patreon. The link is down below.
Yes.
And if you don't want to, you can wait for the next one to be out on YouTube next week.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.